I got to go to Central America, and I got to go to places with people from our church and all that, and you know, and I still want to go places. I still want to go places, and so.
And we have passports.
We have, yeah, we got passports right before we renewed our passports, and right before the virus thing hit, and then we couldn't go anywhere. Like, so I guess I try to do things, and sometimes it's a disaster, but I try to do things. He's pretty good at cleaning up after me when I make a big mess. But yeah.
We still try.
I still try.
Mr. Smagacz, you said you're doing more for her now than you did 4
Yeah.
years ago. What are some of the things that you're doing you didn't used to have to?
She would always do the laundry. I'm doing the laundry and cooking, and helping get her dressed. There's some things I have to do there that I would have never had to do previously. But yeah, just kind of.
But it's fun, isn't it?
Following up behind, you know, or trying to find things that she can't
Oh, I
find.
lose everything because I can't see very well. Is probably the reason for that.
And we're reading together. Boy, we have read, you know, we read the book about the Omaha homeschool, you guys, or Omaha street school that Mr. Parsons wrote. He gave us a copy of that. We just cried over that thing. That was just a beautiful, beautiful story. I said to Mr. Parsons, when are they gonna make the movie? I mean, it's incredible. And then downtown.
But I made him read, what was that book?
Willa Cather.
No.
Your favorite.
Yeah, oh, yes, yes. But the other one, the long one, the really long one, the one that had that tragic.
Not Ty Schinzel's book.
No.
No.
No, I don't remember. You know, the thing that I say the most is, I don't remember. And I have to laugh, you know? Sometimes I cry, but most of the time I just laugh. I go, I don't know.
I think laughing has to be a very healthy
Yeah.
way of dealing with it. But
But,
I'm sure you have your hard emotional
Yeah,
times as well.
I made him read a classic English book that took us, I don't remember what the name was.
Yeah. That's right.
One of you girls have probably read it.
Not something like War and Peace.
And I didn't think he was gonna get through it because I bought the book, and that was the last book that I tried to read by myself. I mean, it's like honk, because I love English literature, British literature especially, and it was a slog. And then he started reading it to me because I couldn't read it, or I couldn't sustain it. You know, you guys get a big English assignment or something, and you're thinking you're gonna die. Where's the cliff notes? Don't do that. Don't do that. But it's just, he loved the book at the end.
I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
It was a young lady who eventually married some guy.
Pride and Prejudice?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Pride and Prejudice?
Oh no, that's my favorite. Yes, I love that book. That's my heart of hearts. Beside my Antonia. You love my Antonia, don't you?
Yes.
All of you.
Okay,
I
yes.
feel like there's only one correct
Did you
answer.
read that book this year or last year?
No.
You didn't read my Antonia. I am gonna go run over.
Yes, Miss Combs, go tell her. Go tell her right now.
Whack her.
Yeah, you've got to read my Antonia. It's Nebraska all over the place, and it's lovely, and it's gory.
Yes.
And it's got all kinds of junk in it that is wonderful. So please read my Antonia.
And we'll try to come up with the name of that other book.
What about audiobooks? Well, have you listened to books? Are you able to
I-
do that?
My last
Grant.
AP class, they got me Audibles.
Okay.
But our computer crashed one day, and they would not honor the book. The
Audibles.
We haven't
So-
got back into that program.
yeah, they won't let us back in.
Well, we can get, we just have to work on it.
Yeah.
But
So-
our doctor gave us some other book thing out of Lincoln and we haven't gotten that. That was just this last week. So we need to do that, because she can definitely listen to the books and would enjoy that.
So the days that you're home by yourself,
What's that?
the days that you're home by yourself, you
I'm
feel.
not home by myself anymore.
Well, Saturday afternoons kind of has
Sat-
become,
Oh, you guys, there is the greatest program on NPR. And it's not the icky stuff on NPR, but it's
National Public Radio.
What is it called?
at noon on
Yeah,
Saturday.
on Saturdays.
Away with Words.
Away with Words, and I just love it. It's just nutty, it's funny, and it's, I'm still a teacher. You should read, you should read.
People call in and wonder where this certain term started. How did people in this part of the country say this, and over here we don't?
Yeah.
And it's all about words and origins of words, and she just loves it. That's from noon till 1, washing dishes time.
That's the one when I wash the dishes on Saturday. And I listen. You probably think I'm an old fogey. I am.
And then there's a cooking show on Saturday afternoons.
Yeah, the cooking shows, those, so, that's a bit kind of cheap.
But the way with words.
Yeah.
So you had some coping mechanisms that you used your last year of teaching. Do you remember which ones I'm talking about? Some things that you did to kind of get through and be able to continue teaching? I know your husband helped you with grading.
Yeah, he had to, it was mostly my, what-
Geography. I think.
Geography, yeah. And the geography, the material that I used here, all of a sudden, I couldn't make out anything. because it had a key, it had everything I needed to supposedly do all my grading, you know, with ease. And it just went. It just went. And so he would come in after, and this was when he was the facilities manager. So he was helping me after he got done with his whole day. Now we're just here for
4 hours.
a few hours, yeah. But he had to help me.
And you said you'd have a student watch the clock and let you know the last 5 minutes because you could no longer read the clock?
Shirley.
Shirley was one of them?
Shirley Reginald.
Shirley, yeah, Shirley helped out, and Joanna. There were some other people
Yeah.
too, yeah. Yeah. The worst thing is, I can't remember people's names,
I have trouble with that.
and it's like, I look at people and so I don't know, talk, you know, when I'm working with him, it's good because I don't have to talk, because I can't remember any of his names. And I hate it when I can't call somebody by name. And, you know, because teachers are always, you by name. And I can't do that anymore. It's really bizarre. It's really bizarre.
Nice.
And I've tried to remember people by, you know, and my eyesight is very bad right now. And so that doesn't help. I usually just go, hi.
Being around crowds is difficult, you know,
Oh.
where people are passing, and
Yeah.
that's very, very confusing. Diane tries to figure out some of those, what's going on, and it, yeah, just too much to process.
Yeah.
That's very difficult
Yeah.
for her. She's a fighter and a battler, and that's the beautiful thing. She's not gonna give up, and we're just gonna stay in the battle as long as we can. I'm just so thankful for the last 4 years we've had. They've been tough, but you kinda, like I said, it's not a drop off. We're kinda going like this, and that's okay. We can handle that. I was able to live at home with my mom and dad as both of them aged, so I've been through kind of this before, where just a slight, a gradual downcline. You just have to end up picking up a little bit more of the slack, a little bit more, and do a little bit more.
He's a good cook.
Like-
You should do something for these students.
We don't spend a lot of time cooking. We don't spend a lot of time cooking. We do like to garden. Diane loves to be out in the flowers and her little prairie that she planted in our backyard, and
It's not doing so well.
she doesn't. She does love this kind of weather. And she's a hard worker. She shovels our snow and mows our grass and just keep her busy, you know, and she's happy to do that. And the fact that she loves to walk and loves to be read to, that's really good for both of us. And she loves the Lord, going to church.
That's hard. It's like people, you know, at church. I don't recognize them. And
So it's not that you just don't know their name, you don't
Yeah,
recognize, is it the
yeah.
eyesight though, is that part of it probably?
well, it's just there's so many people, and I can't sort them out. And so I don't talk to very many people at church anymore. And we used to teach Sunday school with little kids, and that got to be kind of a burden after a while because nobody else wanted to take a turn, and so we had to kind of stop doing that.
Another very interesting thing is that pastor preaches too fast. He talks too fast. Well, basically, everybody talks too fast because she can't process the words.
Yeah.
You know, so we've noticed that if you talk slow, you're gonna have to be talking slower and slower as time goes by because she can't process the words that fast. And one of our pastors does speak, I think, a little too fast. And you know, some students talk a lot faster than others. We've had Mrs. Lovegren's daughters. Emily was, wow.
I could track with Emily.
I could. Emily was.
When I had my faculties.
So that's another issue is, you know, you're hearing all this stuff, but you can't process it. That makes things difficult.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like, oh well, must not be important. So,
Well, that was our bell. Can I pray for us before you go?
Oh, okay.
Father, I just thank you so much for the Smaggacz. I thank you that they are still serving you, Father.